Have you been enduring the type of heartbreak that's almost unbearable, that's paralyzing, that threatens to just cause you to quit and give up on the relationship, even on life itself? Well, what if I told you there was a higher purpose for your suffering and that you have a unique opportunity to not only become the miracle that you've been praying for, but to become hope in the lives of other people? I've been demonstrating the legal operation of miracles through the law of consent, the law of agreement, the law of contract, and today's analysis is from an event documented in the book of John, chapter 19, verses 1 through 12. And there was a man who was born blind. And the disciples asked Jesus, they're like, hey, why was this guy born blind? Was he cursed because of something that was in his bloodline? Did someone before he was born bring a curse upon him to live like this? And just to give a little more depth of understanding to why the disciples would be asking, where did this curse come from? Blindness is one of the things that people fear the most. Walking through life in utter darkness, unable to see people around you. And I'll share with you really quickly, when I was in my second year of law school, I was diagnosed with an eye condition, and it was terrifying. The issue with my eyesight, it had been very frustrating. And I was told, hey, there is nothing that can be done to reverse this. Good luck. And as someone who navigates life not being able to see what everybody else sees, it's terrifying. And so, from the standpoint of the man who was in total darkness, when you say blindness, total darkness, even I, who has the ability to see some but not all of what everyone else sees, I can testify how terrifying not seeing is. So the disciples were trying to understand, and they asked, you know, why did this happen to him? And Jesus' answer was simple. He said, this suffering was for the benefit of other people, to know and understand that I was sent to bring these understandings of justice and law and love. And so Jesus goes to the man, and he spat into the ground, and he made this clay out of the dirt and his spit, and he puts it on this man's eyes, and the man lets him put this clay on his eyes. So this is a form of implied consent. We talk about implied consent. The behavior of the parties creates agreement. And after Jesus applies this spit, he tells him, go and wash in a place of a body of water called Siloam, meaning sent. And the man agreed. So Jesus made the offer, first with the clay, then with his instruction. And the man accepts, first by allowing this clay to be put on him, and second by following the instruction. This was a two-part contract. The man agreed. And he went and he washed and he received his sight. But the purpose for his suffering wasn't about him. The purpose for his suffering wasn't about sin in his bloodline. The purpose for his suffering wasn't about a curse. It was about the demonstration of the legal operation of the miraculous. And a lot of times we are suffering and we're afflicted and we're going through the stuff because life is an adventure of trial and error and ups and downs and highs and lows. And your suffering, it ain't always about you. I can tell you right now, facing the bar exam in two different states with the eye condition that I had was not about me. It was about the hope for anyone else who would have physical challenges, who would have heartbreak in their marriages, who would have crisis of their faith. These things were never about me, they were about you. And the thousands of other marriages that are looking for answers, who have been waiting to hear the entire witness that love is a legal operation. And if you will agree with the word of truth and you will accept the offer to come out of your suffering, to come out of your misery by accepting truth and love, and that you don't have to be a perpetual victim, your suffering isn't without a purpose, then I'm here to encourage you that that is the path that leads to your freedom and to your joy. I'm Shar Selassie, certified arbitrator and legal expert, and founder of Law for Love. And we help people fight fair to avoid the cause combat and generational destruction that is happening in families all across this nation because we don't understand the law that is the mechanism that activates love. And if you want to learn more, if you want to begin practicing the law of love from a place of awareness and a place of hope and a place of accepting that your suffering ain't about you, but someone else is waiting for your courage and someone else is waiting to see you become the miracle that you've been praying for, then join me at my next live seminar. It's totally free. And I will do a legal training to share with you how the law totally transformed my own broken situation and brought me into a place where I became the miracle my marriage was waiting for and began walking in peace and joy and hope again. Be blessed and encouraged.